Hello, this is Keegan, and today I wanted to go over creating instructional videos on your iPad using an app called Explain Everything. So on the iPad here, I'm going to jump right into Explain Everything. And what you'll notice are it's got a fairly standard interface. If you look up here though, this is how we're going to create our instructional video. You can either create a new one here, or I'm going to actually import some slides that I've already created in Keynote, and this will accept Keynote files, PowerPoint files, or PDF files, and I'm going to import some PDF slides. So tap there and then select choose, and what's going to happen are every one of these slides will become a page in this app, so that way I can actually switch through these pages as I go through the content that I'm covering. Now I want to look over three specific icons here in the toolbar because they're going to be the ones that I'll go over. This one right here is our Annotation Tool, and you can select the colors down here and choose many more if you want, but what I'm going to do is show you that you can write directly on the slides, which is pretty cool. The other thing though is this icon right here, this magnifying glass. So if I tap on that, I actually can zoom in and out of my slide as I need to. So if you're going along and you need to make more comments than you have room for on your slide, you can actually zoom out and then go ahead and just write more comments here. Okay, and then I'll just swap back to the magnifying glass and zoom in a second. So that's pretty neat. It's pretty cool that we can do that. The other thing though that really makes this app stand out from others is the ability to record though. So we're going to go over this record feature, and I'm actually going to jump a couple slides forward. Okay, so I'm going to initiate a recording is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to tap on this record button, and then it starts up immediately. So we have a separation here in our column. Okay, so that was recorded, and I can actually play that back, and then it starts up immediately. So we have a separation here in our column. And what you'll notice is not only does the audio come through, but the strokes that I made while I was writing on the iPad are also recorded, which makes this very, very useful for teaching or training or really anything that you can make a video for. All right, so that's one thing, but I want to create a new slide here. So I'm going to tap on this button down here, and I'm going to do just a simple organic chemistry problem. So simple is a relative term, so let me write it out here. So we're going to convert a couple of molecules. We'll just do a couple of steps here. Okay, so I've written out a problem, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve that problem and also record while I'm doing it. So one of the things though that you need to remember are using this magnifying glass, I can actually zoom into each of the portions of the problem or out if I need to, as is necessary. So I'm going to tap on the record here, and then I'm actually going to solve this problem. So we have our first compound, and our first compound we're going to add it to another compound, and together they're going to react to create this new compound. So mine's a little messy because I'm writing upright, but you get the idea. Finish this up. Okay. So you could go through each part of these questions or each part of this problem, and you could solve it each time, zooming in on the part you need to write on and then going back and looking at the entire problem as it is on the page. So that's pretty cool. But what's awesome about this is I can go in and now I can export this video. So down here in the bottom, there is a video icon with an arrow. So if you tap on that, you have the option to export this to multiple places. What I'm going to do though is I'm actually just going to export this to my camera roll. Okay. So that's actually going to compile everything I have on each of my slides. And while that's rendering, I want to just mention something. This is compared to a computer, is a relatively low-powered device. So the time it takes for a video to export is a lot longer than it would be on a computer. This is only a few seconds, and you can see it's only taken, it's taken about a minute maybe for this whole thing to export. But just be aware that if you make videos on the iPad, the longer they are, the much longer they will take to export out of the iPad. But it's still a very good tool to use. Okay, and it looks like it just finished. So what I'm going to do is I exported it to my camera roll, which means that if I back out of this app, I should be able to find it in my photos. So I'm going to tap on my photos here, and then down here at the bottom I have this video that I just created. So if I hit play, it starts up immediately. So you can actually hear that video start up. And what you should notice is it takes every one of those slides and stitches them together into one whole video. And our first compound, we're going to add it to... Well, I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. Leave a like, favorite, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Create this new compound. So mine's a little messy because I'm writing upright, but you get the idea. Finish this up. Okay. So you could go through each part of these.